It is Monday, November 2nd. Time on deck is 11:50. I just got off the phone with a returned phone call from Alyse Galvin. I'd had a, it's busy. It's election season for them, but she actually called me back personally to talk with me about my concerns about how she was going to vote on the Second Amendment. As we know, a lot of people who say, I'm an independent, and then they're willing to trade certain votes for other votes. Specifically, people doing things like trading votes on Second Amendment for additional federal money coming to a state as part of a bill. Alyse Galvin told me with her own mouth that she supports voting for education for firearms, which, again, I might not need that. My children might not, but there might be a lot of kids out there who do, or a lot of adults out there getting into firearms for the first time who actually need education, proper safety training, and I completely support that. She also specifically talked with me about for veterans, returning service members, and other people with diagnosed or documented post-traumatic stress, whether it has become a disorder or not, that we really need to look into how that affects people's ability to own firearms, because a lot of people will call these red flag laws or things like that. She does not support just the blanket removing of firearms from households where people that have got some post-traumatic stress, because a lot of people, especially in the Democratic Party, think that veterans are all messed up because they have PTS and they're going to go do these things. Well, the numbers don't support whatever those people are saying. And second, what about people with PTS from things like sexual assault or any type of an abusive relationship? They've got PTS too. And so if we're going to take away from veterans, we're going to take it away from everybody. And she supports using things we have at hand to increase the mental health services and for those people to get help that need it, while removing the stigma of anybody with PTS doesn't deserve a firearm. With her saying, no, I won't vote against the Second Amendment, I will vote for education for firearms training, and then her saying that she doesn't believe that the stigma of anybody who's been through these traumatic events, that they shouldn't have it taken because, well, let's face it, the Democratic Party wants to take veterans' guns, but they don't want to take anybody who's been a victim of sexual assault or been in any other type of relationship which makes them have or has put them in post-traumatic stress situations. So I'm going to come out right now and say I'm voting for Alyse Galvin. She supports education, as anybody who's done research knows. She got a lot of education, we'll just group it up and say education money for kids. And she has homeschooled her kids and stuff, and I believe in that choice type of education. I think that she will actually be good for the state of Alaska. I think, if nothing else, getting an independent up there, every independent we can get into Washington is going to be better, because then they won't be beholden to a crew. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 4 minutes into this video. I am now coming out the day before and saying I'm voting for Alyse Galvin. Anybody who is unsure about what they're going to vote, I urge you to look deeply into people that have been in office for 47 years, whether it be Biden or Don Young. Look into it. And again, I'm not going to tell you what you should do, but I know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go in tomorrow morning and vote. I'm going to vote for Alyse Galvin.